There are three ways to rank your results in SQL. Let's see what they are, how they are different, and when to use each of them. All three of these methods exist in Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, and Postgres. I'll demonstrate this in Postgres, but it's the same for each of these databases. I've got a select query here which finds a list of publishers and the number of books they have published, sorted by the number in descending order. You can find this sample dataset on my GitHub repository using the link in the description. Let's run this query. We can see the results here. The first way is using an SQL function called rank. This function will look at a specific column and return a number for each row based on that column's value compared to all others. Let's add it to our select clause. We start by writing rank and then open and close brackets. Then we write over and another pair of brackets. This is using a feature called a window function, which is what this over keyword means. It allows us to perform a calculation on a set of data and display it in a different way. Inside the brackets, we need to specify how the rank value should be calculated. We want the rank of 1 to be the publisher with the highest count, and rank of 2 for the second highest count, and down from there. So we need to order by the count function in descending order. We add this into the over brackets. This order by clause defines how the function calculates the values, and not how the result is ordered. This result ordering is done by this other order by clause here at the end of the query. Next, we can add a column alias to make the column easier to understand. This is optional, but something I recommend. I'll call this column pub rank, as it's a rank of publishers. We've finished writing the rank function. Let's run the query. We can see our results here, including the new pub rank column. The first row has a rank of 1, then the next row is 2, and so on. Each row has a different rank. What happens if 2 rows have the same count value? Let's find out. We can scroll down a little to this row here, row 15. We can see that these 2 rows here, Tor Books and Grand Central Publishing, have the same number of books of 76. The rank column shows the same rank value of 15 for both rows. This is how the rank function works. If there is a tie or the same value, then they both get the same rank value. However, look at the next row, Oxford University Press, USA. This has a rank of 17. The rank function has skipped a rank of 16 and gone straight to 17. This is how the rank function works. If there is a tie, then the ties get the same rank and the next rank value is skipped. If you want an easy to remember reference of window functions like this rank function and many other SQL features in different vendors, you'll love the SQL cheat sheets I have created. You can download them for free using the link in the description. The second method is a function called dense rank. It's similar to rank and is available in all 4 of the databases I mentioned. The main difference between dense rank and rank is that the rank values are not skipped if there is a tie in dense rank, unlike the rank function. Let's see an example. We can add a new column to our select clause for the dense rank function. We'll leave the rank function here so we can compare the values for each row. First, we add the dense rank function. The rest of the function is the same as rank. We add brackets, then over, then the order by inside the brackets. We'll give it a column alias of pub dense rank, so we can see it's for the dense rank calculation. Let's run this query. We can see our results here. Each row has a rank value that looks the same as the rank column. If we scroll down to row 15 where our ties were, we can see that both of these rows, Tor Books and Grand Central Publishing, have a dense rank value of 15, just like the rank function. However, the next row has a dense rank of 16. This is because with dense rank, the values after a tie are not skipped. This row using the rank function has a rank of 17, but with dense rank, it has a rank of 16. So that's the difference between rank and dense rank. What about the third method? The third method is a function called row number. Once again, this is available in all of the 4 databases mentioned. We can add this to our select query in the same way as the other 2. We add the row number function and then everything else is the same as the other functions. We'll give it an alias of pub row number. Let's run this query so we can see the differences. In the results, we can see each row has a number, just like rank and dense rank. What happens if there is a tie? We can see these 2 publisher rows here. The row number value for these rows are different. One row is 15 and the other is 16. The next row that is not a tie has a value of 17. So the difference with row number is that it ignores ties. It gives each row in the results a unique number. This may be helpful for you in some situations. So to summarize, the rank function is used when you want numbers to be skipped if there is a tie. The dense rank function is for when you don't want numbers to be skipped if there is a tie. And row number is for when you want each row to have a sequential rank value regardless of ties. We used each of these functions as a window function in this video. You'll want to watch this video next to learn more about window functions and different ways you can use them. Thanks for watching.